All right, so this is a demo of Expense Tracker. It's a web app that allows you to keep track of your expenses and visualize them in charts and graphs. So it was built using React.js, Redux, and Firebase, and I used SCSS for the styles. So we'll start off by logging in. Right now it requires you to have a Google account to log in, but eventually I'll probably change that to add username and password as well. So when the page loads, we're taken to the dashboard. You can already see I've entered in 25 expenses totaling about $2,000, and we can see that represented on the bar chart here. So on the x-axis we have the day, and then the y-axis is the dollar amount. And you can see these are cumulative values, by the way, so if you enter in say multiple expenses on that day, it'll add those up. And then we can go down here and see them in their categories. So you can see some of them are bigger than others. For example, housing and food are going to be bigger than recreation and entertainment and subscriptions, for example. And then we can go down here and we can see a list of all the expenses that have been entered. So the latest ones are going to be at the top. So you have the name, the date that they're created, and then the amount. And we can click on them and see some of the details, and we'll see later that we can edit the expenses from here as well. So let's go ahead and add our own expense. We can do that just by clicking the Add Expense button here, and then we're going to be asked for some details. So I'm going to enter in a bottle of wine. We're going to pretend I bought it for a friend's birthday, and then we're going to select our category. So you could probably choose food or maybe recreation, entertainment. I can choose food just because wine is part of a nice balanced diet. We can put in our amount. So let's say $40. We got them a nice bottle. And then let's put September 24th for the date. And then I'll just paste in a description. So for Alex's birthday party. So we'll click Save Expense. It's going to load, and we're going to immediately see we have 26 expenses and our total's gone up. We can also see that $40 on September 24th on our bar chart and reflected here in food. So our number before was $303.72. Now let's say we made a mistake. Maybe it wasn't $40. We can go back to our expense. Actually, yeah, you can see it here in the list. We can click on that, see what we entered, and we can change the value. So say maybe it was actually $60. We can go change that and click Save Expense. It's going to load, and you can see those changes reflected here. You can see it here, and then also right here. So let's add another one. So we'll stick to the birthday party theme. Let's say that birthday party was at a hockey game. We can go recreation, entertainment. We can put $200. And let's say we bought it a couple of days ago. So instead of the 24th, we bought it on the 22nd. And then we can put Leafs versus Bruins. Hopefully that wasn't a Game 7. And then we can click Save Expense. And you can see we have 27 expenses totaling $2,314.56. And we can go down here to our list. It's not going to be at the top like our bottle of wine. It's going to be with the other expenses from the 22nd. So you can see we have a hockey game, a lava lamp, and a mask. And those add up to $295. So if we go up here in our graph for the 22nd, you can see that's our total, our cumulative total. And then we can also go down here to our category pie chart and see that our recreation entertainment section has gone up quite a bit. So we've now seen how you can add expenses, you can edit expenses. Now we're going to delete some expenses. So let's go down here. Let's start with the bottle of wine. So maybe we bought the wrong vintage. Maybe our friend is a wine snob and he needed the 2017 instead of 2018. We can go ahead, we can just go down here, click remove expense, and see we're back to 26. We can go down here and see that that entry is gone. On the 24th, all of our entries are gone, and our food has gone down as well. We can also go down, let's delete another one, one that we didn't add ourselves, the lava lamp. We realized the vibes just weren't worth $85 and we want to remove it. So now you can see we have 25 expenses. Our total's gone down. On September 22nd, before we had $295, and now we have $210. And then we can go down here and see that recreation entertainment has also gone down. So one thing I forgot to mention earlier was this whole search bar here. So we can look up our expenses here. So say we're looking for groceries, we can type that in. Or say you're looking for a mask, we can type in M. Now you'll see we'll get things like hockey game and coffee from Tim's just because those also contain an M. But we can be more specific with our search. So MA is just going to give us mask. So that's what we're looking for. We can also choose the order in which we want to see the expenses. So right now it's set to date with the latest ones on top, but we can also set it to amount and get the highest values on top. So for this month, it's rent. So finally, let's take a look at our date picker here. So normally it's just going to show the current month. So we're in September right now, but we can be more specific with our time range. So what if we just wanted to see the 21st to the 23rd, so the last few days? So we'll switch back to date here. And you can see actually there's no expenses on the 21st. So we're only getting the 22nd and the 23rd. There's 4 expenses here. And if we go up here, we can see we have 4 expenses totaling about $250. We can see that on our bar chart here. And then also we can see that on the pie chart. So now you can see this hockey game is a huge chunk of it, when before it was dominated by food and insurance and transportation, for example. So anyway, that's Expense Tracker. It's a great tool to track and visualize your expenses and really get an understanding of where your money is going. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed and thanks for watching.